Cats are extremely intelligent creatures, and there's even scientists that have said they're one of the most perfect animals. I think they might have been talking more about their anatomy, but oh well. Cats are extremely intelligent creatures, and you saw by the title and thumbnail, I am going to be IQ testing my two cats. IQ testing is how they determine the intelligence level of a human. I am, however, not giving my cats a human IQ test. I am giving them a cat IQ test. I actually randomly came across this, I think in a Marshall's. When I got home and unpackaged it, this thing was elaborate. There was a ton of different tests and questions, and so we're gonna be doing it. And this is gonna be an in-depth IQ testing where we answer questions and we do different tests and we get to the bottom of how intelligent my cats really are. Also could do a little side competition of which cat is smarter, Kurt or Gary. On this IQ test, what you answer about your cats or what you get when you test different things on your cats. There's a different amount of points, and that goes into a point system at the end. You add them all up, and there's different tiers of where your cat falls on their intelligence level. And you can even apply this to your cats. You don't even have to go buy the IQ test. You can just copy them off of us. Enough of the yapping. Let's get into IQ testing my cats. We have arrived at test 1. This is the beginning of a long journey, guys, but we're gonna get your IQ scores. So, test number 1. Let your cat see you take a treat. Take the treat into another room and close the door. Hide the treat somewhere within your cat's eye line. How does your cat react? They don't even follow you into the room. That would be 1 point. Follows you into the room but needs direction and encouragement to find the treat. 2 points. Finds the treat really quickly. 3 points. Let's test it. Look. Whoa. All right, I'm taking it into another room. We're shutting the door and we gotta hide it somewhere within his eye line. Behind that cat tree. I'm not gonna say anything at first, but if he needs encouragement, I will give it to him. You smell something? Follow your nostrils. Follow them, Kurt. Okay. Oh, you smell something? Oh. Dude, you're right on it. You're right on it. It's right. Yes. But I'm pretty sure that's 2 points. I think the 1 point option was he didn't even follow us into the room. Gary's turn. Watch, Gary. Treat. Treat out of the bag. See how Gary does. Not gonna say anything at first. Follow your nostrils, buddy. You smell something? Over there. I smell something over here. He's just staring at me. Ooh, are the nostrils going? Right beneath you. Over there. Oh, there we go. So that's gonna be 2 for him as well. Question 1, does your cat recognize when you are preparing their food? Every single time. Kurt and Gary both get 3 points for that. They go insane when we get their food out. They meow like crazy and run to their room. So that one's definitely a yes. Question 2, what does your cat do when they're cold? Finds a warm place, cuddles against you, or you don't notice a difference in their behavior. Kurt cuddles against you, but he also will find a warm place. But like when we're cold and the room's cold, Kurt will cuddle against you. So Kurt definitely gets that option. We haven't really been around Gary when he's been like freezing cold. The reason I know that with Kurt is because one time our power went out and it was like 50 degrees in our house and Kurt cuddled with me. For Gary, he gets 1 point for that. Question 3. Would you feel comfortable allowing your cat to play with a lively child? No for Kurt. Sorry, Kurt. Absolutely not. I've never seen Kurt interact with a child, so maybe he'd be different. But like just, you know, Kurt doesn't like all the hyperness, okay? He likes a chill environment. Gary?
Yes.
You think yes? Gary would play back. I just would hope Gary doesn't hurt them, because sometimes when Gary gets a hold of your arm, he'll go crazy. But we'll go yes. That's 4 points for Gary. Test 2 is throw a toy in front of your cat. How do they react? They don't even notice you throw the toy is 1 point. They look over at you is 2 points. They investigate the toy and start to play is 3 points. Okay, 3 points for Gary. Oh, yes. All right, I knew that was gonna be the results. 3 points for each. Would your cat respond to hand signals? I don't know, so we're gonna test it out. I'm doing stop and come here, because I can't do words. I don't know what his deal is right now though. No for Gary. We're doing different directions for Kurt. See if he looks those directions. Nah, he's looking those directions and I'm not moving my hand. See that? We'll give Kurt half the points. Does your cat respond to facial signals? This is another yes or no one, pretty similar to the hand signals from yesterday. I think I'm gonna do is slow blinking. That's like kind of the facial thing I can think of that I could do, because I don't know how else you would test this. But when you slow blink at a cat and they slow blink back at you, that means they love you. That's like the test you can do. All right, Gary, I'm about to start slow blinking, all right? Gary. Okay, he didn't slow blink back. All right, Kurt, you ready for some slow blinks? I mean, does that count? He's winking at me. Ooh, ooh. Kind of looks like slow blinks to me. But he's winking. He's doing it with one of them. All right, question 6 is, does your cat eat a wide range of food? Gary, that's a yes. He'll eat whatever you put in front of him. Kurt's actually a little bit more picky, so we're gonna say no for Kurt. Question 7 is, does your cat signal to you when they don't like the food you have provided for them? Kurt, yes, 1000%. It's either yes sometimes or no, but I'm gonna say no. He's eating whatever you put in front of him. He eats stuff he's not supposed to as well. And Kurt's not like that, so Gary gets a no for that one. Test 3 is, if you scratch your cat's chin, how do they react? It's either they ignore you, they close their eyes, or they start to purr. So we're gonna start with Gary here. Didn't close his eyes and he didn't purr, but he also didn't ignore me, but I guess that's the closest one to it. He's kind of slow blinking, but is there some purring? Not really purring either. Question 8. Does your cat come to you when you call their name? I've made many of videos on this. I would say it's either mostly yes or always, because they can just ignore you sometimes because they're just hard-headed. But they definitely do know their names, but let's put it to the test just to have an accurate answer for right now. Gary, come here, come here. Hey, he did it. Kurt, come here. What? Kurt, come here. Come here, Kurt. He knows. Kurt plays games with me, dude. He's like, oh, I know you want me to come over there. Kurt. Kurt, come here. Okay, it's honestly kind of getting butchered as well because Gary's meowing at the door. So that has Kurt's attention. Kurt, come here. You're not Kurt. Come here, Kurt. Kurt, come here. And the loaf. Oh, dude. Beautiful loaf, though. Question 9. Does your cat clean themselves after each meal? Kurt is definitely always. What do we think for Gary? I think sometimes. I'm gonna go sometimes, because Gary is kind of just so hyper that he just kind of, when he gets done eating, he's just on go mode. But Kurt kind of relaxes and bathes. Question 10, does your cat recognize the sounds when a bag of treats is being opened? Yes, always for both of them. Test number 4 is, prepare your cat's favorite tempting treat they aren't allowed to have normally and leave it up high on a counter, but still within reach. Leave the room and come back in. What do you find? Now, we don't really give Gary and Kurt any treats that they're not allowed to have. So we're gonna do different things for each one. For Kurt, I'm gonna leave out coffee. Kurt loves coffee. He really does. For Gary, we'll do like anything, maybe a bag of chips or something, but obviously have it closed. They'll get higher IQ points if the treat is where we left it and they didn't try to get to it. So we'll see how that goes. I'm leaving this over here, Kurt. You are not allowed to have it, okay? I'm leaving the room, but you're not allowed to have that. I'll be back in a second.
A few moments later.
Wow, Kurt, I'm proud of you. I don't even know if you can see Kurt in the camera, but he's right here the whole entire time. Didn't even attempt to go for it. I don't know what in his system makes him love coffee so much, but he really does love it. For Gary, we're doing a bag of chips, because I'm telling you, it could be anything. He's probably gonna jump over here for them before I even make it to the room. Those chips are right there, don't go for them. Wow, good job, Gary. Honestly, they both surprised me. I thought Gary was gonna do it 100%, and I thought that was a pretty good chance Kurt would, but they both avoided it. They both did great. Question 11, how easy is it to confuse your cat? It's kind of a hard one to do, but I think I have a good way to test it. It's gonna be with the old fake throw. You ready? Oh! Gary gets 2 points. You ready, Kurt? And whoo. He had it tracked behind me. And go get it. I think Kurt's too smart. Question 12, does your cat react to things happening in its environment when they are asleep. I feel like this is referring to when they're in their deep sleep. When they're in their deep sleep, nothing really disturbs them. Question 13. When you have visitors, how does your cat react? Run away, they don't move, they come into the room to observe. Technically come into the room to observe. Kurt's just not happy about it. Gary comes in the room to observe as a welcoming way. Kurt comes into the room to observe as like he's investigating. I guess it's not asking how, it's just asking what they do, and they definitely come to observe. Test 5. Whilst your cat is fast asleep, 30 minutes to an hour, go to the other room and call their name and clap to get their attention. How does your cat react? I am now in a different room, and we're gonna clap and call Gary and see if he comes to me. Gary! Gary, come here! Gary! Gary! Come here, Gary! Come here! He's looking, but he did not come to me, so that's 1 point. Look, man, I'm sorry, I don't blame you. I actually think it's high IQ that he didn't come to me because he knows that I'm just videoing, you know? That's true high IQ right there. All right, I'm in another room and it's time to test it with Kurt. I'm expecting the same exact result. So, let's see. Kurt! Kurt, come here, buddy! Kurt! Come here, Kurt! Not get up at all, but he is looking. Again, I stand by, I think this is actually higher IQ because they know it's fake. How does your cat get your attention when they want to go outside or leave a room when there is no way out? 1 is pees inside, that's never happened. Stands by the door or meows and scratches at the door. I would say Kurt meows at the door. Kurt will meow, so Kurt gets 3 points. I feel like Gary stands by the door. When we're outside, he'll like stand by the door and look at us. Question 15, does your cat observe other animals and creatures around them? It's either never, rarely, or frequently. I think frequently. When there's birds outside, they interact with each other. There's been a dog in our yard before and they've reacted. So I'll go frequently for both of them. And then question 16 is actually like a mini test. It's if you make a soft but high-pitched noise whilst your cat is lying down but not sleeping, how do they react? They run away, don't react, they acknowledge the sound, they come over to investigate. So let's test that out. Kurt is laying down but not asleep, and I don't really know how my soft but high-pitched noise is gonna go, but here goes nothing. How's that? He's definitely acknowledging it. He's not running away, he's not reacting, but he's also not coming to investigate. So I think that falls in the he acknowledges the sound. You think I'm crazy, huh? Oh, snap. Dude, he came immediately. He like shot up to me. Gary gets 3 points for that. He definitely came over to investigate. Test number 6. Gently hold one of your cat's paws in your hands. How do they react to you doing this? They quickly pull their paw away. They allow you to hold it for under 5 seconds. They allow you to hold it for longer than 10 seconds. Man, that's longer than 10. He did it for longer than 10. I mean, he had the initial like bite, like what are you doing? But then he was chilling. Okay. They both passed longer than 10 seconds. Question 17. If there is a loud noise or something going on outside, does your cat react to the noise? Never, rarely, or frequently. I would say they do. It kind of depends on like how loud the noise is. So maybe rarely for both. Question 18. When you are getting ready for bed, does your cat know and begin to settle themselves? Gary, never. So we're gonna go 1 point for Gary there. Kurt, he does. He lays down every time. So Kurt gets 3 points for that. Question 19, does your cat use its tail to clearly express how it's feeling? I say they both do. I mean, they'll both be staring at each other, tails fully puffed. And when they want food, their tail's like straight up like an antenna. Test number 7 is show your cat a treat and then hide it under a towel or blanket. How long does it take them to reach the treat? Tries but fails. 30 to 60 seconds or 30 seconds or less is the best one. So we're gonna have a timer, cover it with a towel, and the timer has started. It's under there, Kurt. Okay, I mean, he is not ignoring it. He is trying here. So he at least gets 1 point. But the question is, will he get it? It's under here, dude, look. Come on, Kurt, don't give up. It's under the towel. Okay, Kurt failed. But he did try, so he at least gets 1 point. There you go. Hey, look. I started. It's under here. Look. Oh, he's on it. He smells it.
Come on, Gary.
Come on.
Move the towel.
No. Man, I'm kind of disappointed in Kurt and Gary. I thought they would get it, but they're too spoiled. They want to be hand-fed. It's under there. There we go. Is your cat scared or unsettled during a thunderstorm? Not really. Like, they'll react if there's thunder, like looking around, but they're never unsettled. They'll sleep straight through it, is 1 point. Oh, so that's actually, it would be a higher IQ. They'd get more points if they were scared during a thunderstorm, which is interesting. Does your cat have a dominant paw they use to complete tasks such as opening doors? I know Kurt uses his right paw. I do know that because our closet door slides and he always uses his right paw to open it. I can go ahead and confidently answer for Kurt. For Gary, we might need to do a little test, I guess. Okay, we'll do a mini test for Gary. Gary's currently in that room. We're gonna see if he has a paw that he uses to open the door. If he even attempts, that's the other thing here. So we're waiting. Kurt's like, what is going on? Oh, there's a paw. I think I saw both paws. There's his left paw. Kurt, why is Gary in there? We're trying it from the other way because I know he knows how to open the door from outside, but I don't think he uses his paw. I think he just pushes it, but we will see. He's using his nose. I think the answer is no. He uses his nose. Question 22, does your cat move or change their environment if they are uncomfortable? Example, if something fell onto them, would they move to get it off? They would definitely move. We'll go 3 for that. Test number 8 is a pretty confusing one. It's line up 3 empty cups and place a treat underneath one. Make sure your cat is watching while you do this, and then distract your cat with another activity for a minute, and then allow them to look for the treat. If they get it in 1 try, 2 tries, or 3 tries, they get points. I don't really know what it means by getting it in a try, maybe guessing the cup correctly, because I don't see them just picking up the cup and getting a treat. So we're gonna have to just kind of wing this one. See the treat? Oh, it's under there. All right, it's under the middle one, but let's distract them first for a bit. Come here, woohoo! Woo, woo! All right, let's see you get that treat, Gary. It's under one of these cups. Touch one. Oh. I think that might be a big fat 0 for Gary. I think he sniffed this one first. I guess we'll do that, whichever one they sniff. Because I mean, I feel like that's kind of putting a lot on a cat to be like, all right, you gotta pick it up and get the treat out of it. Treat under that. Ooh, ooh. He's sniffing the middle one. Well, I guess since we're going off of sniffs, Kurt got it in 1 try. Good job, buddy. Question 23. Does your cat respond well to challenges, games, and new toys? Gary, yes. He likes every single toy that we've ever given him. Made a whole video about that. Kurt, I would say sometimes. I think he gets a 2 just because he's a little bit more picky with toys. If your cat goes for a snooze and their favorite spot is taken, do they find somewhere else to sleep quickly? Their spots are never taken. They have so many spots. I feel like they just go sleep. Yes, they would. Yeah, they never like give up. They find a place to sleep. So I guess we'll give them both the pass for that. And then question 25. Does your cat have a good attention span?
I would say Gary sometimes, probably Kurt sometimes.
Kurt like sit at the window and just stare at it for so long because I feel like he's just loving. I guess we'll go sometimes for both of them. Question 26. Does your cat explore your neighbor's gardens and the local area? Absolutely not. Never. Question 27. Does your cat recognize new things in the house, like packages or new pieces of furniture? Absolutely every time they explore it like TSA agents. Question 28. Does your cat react to new smells in the environment? Yes, every single time. Kurt and Gary both do the little like thing, and when I come home from the cat cafe, Kurt's not very happy. Test 9 is make a low opening for your cat to get through using books, cardboard, or any other items. The gap should be wide enough for your cat to see through, but small enough that they cannot fit through it. Toss a treat behind the barrier, ensuring your cat can see what is their reaction. Either they give up, they attempt to go through it, or go around the barrier. Them going around the barrier is higher IQ. So we're gonna be using this. and putting it on the ground because that's where they can see, but they cannot fit through it. Like this. Huh, look at there. High IQ. Hey! Gary and Kurt both passed. That was a pretty simple one. Test 10 is hide a treat on the floor underneath a piece of furniture. Ensure your cat is watching. Make sure it is low enough that they can only reach with their paw and not their snout. What is their reaction? Gives up entirely, attempts to get the treat, gets the treat in under a minute. So you can get it within a minute. I think he pushed it too far back. Dude, where'd you push it? You're too aggressive, Gary. That's a low IQ behavior. Gary gets 2 points because he did not get it. He pushed it way too far back. All right, Kurt, it's your turn. Watch. Oh. Dang. He just got that. Super high IQ, Kurt. Good job. Test number 11. Make sure your cat is watching and place a piece of string on the floor. Quickly pull the string. How does your cat react? They sit and look confused, or your cat gets excited immediately and chases the string. There's only 2 options. They either get 3 points or 0 points, so it's all or nothing. I think they're gonna chase it, especially Gary. I mean, he's already chasing it, but let's go, Gary. I'm placing a piece of string on the floor. Yeah. There we go. Gary gets 3 points. I don't know what cat wouldn't react though. All right, Kurt and Gary both get 3 points. Test number 12. Pick a room in the house where your cat enjoys sitting, remove the cat from the room, and then move all of the furniture to different places and let the cat back in the room. How does your cat react? They pick a new lounge spot. It takes them some investigating before finding their spot, or they immediately go to their favorite spot. So this one is a little tough for us because Kurt and Gary lay in so many different spots around the house. Like it's kind of hard to pick a favorite one that they have, but one that they have in common that they both really like is this, like this table. They get on the table and look outside the window. They both lay in these chairs. So we're gonna take this table and these chairs and we're gonna move them over there and let them in here and see if they go immediately to the table and chairs. I think it actually looks pretty good right here. Little living room coffee. I like the sound of that. Come on, boys. Oh, they both, I mean, dude, Gary ran and Kurt ran. Immediately, they went up to the table. They are investigating. They get 2 points no matter what. What do y'all think, guys? Yeah, I mean, dude, that's your favorite chair and table. Kurt really, I don't think Kurt cares enough. He walked away. Oh, but 2 points, it says it takes them some investigating before finding their favorite spot. I feel like since we didn't completely do it, I feel like neither one of them get 3 points because we didn't rearrange the whole entire room. So obviously they're just gonna go up to it, but they investigated it. Test number 13. This is the final test. We still have a lot of questions, but final test. Buy your cat a new toy. When you get home, create interest and make them excited for the fact that you have something for them. And when you finally give it to them, how do they react? They have no interest in the toy. They play with the toy, but gets bored within 30 seconds, or they play with the toy for longer than 30 seconds. So we have a timer. We're gonna have to time this. And I got a toy right here. Kurt, I got you something. Ooh, dude, do I have you something? I have something, and you're gonna play with it, hopefully. Look, 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 look. Ooh, 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 ooh. How else can I build up excitement? We're about to play. 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 All right, 30 seconds starts now. Let's see. Ooh, ooh. Kurt, look. Kurt, look. Oh. Yes. 15 more seconds, buddy. 15 more seconds. Kurt, Kurt, Kurt. Look, 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 look. He's done. He's bathing. I got a toy for you to play with. I got a toy, I got a toy, I got a toy, I got a toy. And we're about to play, dude. And I'm building your excitement, okay? Yes. Play, play, play. Play, play, play. We're gonna play. Play, 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 play. 30 seconds, Gary. 30 seconds for 3 points. Starts now. Look, look, get it. Gary. There we go. There we go. 20 more seconds, Gary. Oh, yes. 30. He did it. Question 29. Does your cat use different sounds to communicate their needs? I would say they both do. You can kind of tell how they're feeling based on the sound they make. Question 30. Can your cat tell if you are anxious or nervous? Hey, Gary, probably not. Kurt does, like, you know, sometimes if I'm stressed or having a tough time or a tough day, I mean, he's like kind of cuddly, a little bit more cuddly. But I'm gonna say sometimes. I'm not gonna go straight to like they cover me right away. Question 31, if you call after your cat in a happy tone, how do they react? So this is a mini test, I guess. They don't react, they look confused, or they come towards you. Let's find out. Gary, come here. Gary. Gary. Yes. That was really sweet. Kurt, come here. Kurt. Oh, Kurt. You know, I will say though, like when I come inside or something and I've been gone and I'm like, Kurt, he does like do it, but I guess we gotta base it off of this test. 32, does your cat enjoy lots of chin rubs? Yes, both of them. 33, does your cat enjoy being in your company when you are relaxing? Oh, dude, yeah, always, both of them. 34, does your cat enjoy being in the kitchen when you are preparing dinner? Oh my goodness, yes. A little too much. Especially Gary is a little too much. Both of them like it, but Gary, we honestly have to put Gary up sometimes because he's like messing with ingredients. We have a lot of questions left and we've already done all the testing. So all the main testing is done, but we have like 20 more questions that I need to go through real quick. We're gonna go kind of a speed run and set aside any cards that might need some mini testing because a lot of these questions have needed further testing to really make sure we give an honest answer. We're gonna go through these a little swiftly. Does your cat act differently when music is playing? Right off the bat, we're gonna have to test that one. That's just a fun one, we gotta test that. Does your cat have good timekeeping? Do they know when you'll be coming home or what time you go to bed? Yes, they do know when we're about to go to bed. They kind of like always start meowing for their food, get kind of locked in that area. So I will give them both a 3 for that. Does your cat have a 6th sense for when the weather is going to turn bad? Not really. I've actually made a video on this before and no, that was not the case. So I guess I'm gonna say never, which is 1 point still. So they still get 1 point for never. Question 38. If you were unwell, how does your cat react? When I've actually been sick, Kurt has like been a little more comforting. I'll give him 2 points for that. Gary, I've actually never been sick since we've gotten Gary. Also, that's a blessing, but fingers crossed, I guess, that I don't. But Gary still gets 1 point because the lowest you can get for that one is 1. Question 39. Is your cat able to make a sound or do a trick upon your request? Neither one of them can really do a trick. I've kind of tried to teach Gary how to sit and I've never really committed to really spending a lot of time doing so. I need to if I really want him to learn. But like, when I say their names, they meow, and that's kind of me trying to prompt a meow out of them. Like I'll be like, Kurt, Kurt, and he'll just be like, meow. And Gary does the same thing. So I'm gonna have to go to yes, because like, I don't want that to be overlooked. I know there's a lot of cats out there that just stare at you and don't meow back. So I'm gonna say yes for that. Yes, yes. We're racking up the points. Question 40, is your cat able to create their own games with objects in the house without needing you to start them for them? What? Create their own games? I mean, Gary carries around toys, so that's probably fun for him. I guess I'll go sometimes for Gary because he kind of carries around toys. Kurt, I don't know. I wouldn't say he creates games, so I'm gonna say never. That one's kind of a little confusing as well because like define games. Question 41, is your cat able to walk on their back legs further than 1 foot? That's gonna have to be tested. We will test that one. 42, how often does your cat want to play? All the time, once or twice a day, or hardly ever? Yeah, Gary's all the time. Kurt's probably once or twice a day. I would say it's more than just once or twice a day. For the sake of this question, it's not all the time, so I can't give it an all the time for Kurt, but Gary definitely can be all the time. Question 43, does your cat know how to use the litter tray? They use Nature's Loo is 3 points, so I guess that means they go outside to use the bathroom, but if they know how to use it, it's a yes for 2. So we'll go yes for that, so they get 2 points. I'm telling you, this game is like pro let your cats roam outside. I mean, people can do that, but like, what about indoor cats? I'm not just gonna let him outside, that would be dangerous for him. Question 44, does your cat like to wake you up when you are sleeping? Gary, yes. That's 1 point for Gary. Gary's getting punished for this. Finally, he gets 1 point. Kurt, I'm gonna say sometimes, because Kurt has woke me up before with zoomies and or meowing, but it's not very often. Gary will wake you up. Question 45, is your cat able to jump up onto a high window ledges and balance? I don't even think we have high window ledges for them to do that. So I don't know. I mean, this one's untestable, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to say never. I'm sorry, Kurt and Gary, I failed y'all by not having high window ledges for you to jump on. Question 46. Does your cat show less interest in meals without meat? Never. They still pester me. It depends on if they've been fed. They know instantly it does not contain meat. See, no, they're chilling. Like, they eat whatever you put in front of them, honestly. Well, Gary eats whatever you put in front of him. Kurt's picky, but not with like meat or no meat. He's kind of just picky with food in general. So like, I'm just gonna have to say never for both of them. That's honestly an interesting one. I've never thought about that. I guess if they do like meat, they have higher IQ. Question 47. Is your cat a good judge of people? Does their judgment match the character of the person? My cat likes everyone. My cat is always cautious with people. Or the third option is my cat has a good judge of character matching the morals of that person. Gary likes everyone, so that gets 1 point. Kurt is always cautious with people, which is 2 points, but my cat has a good judge of character matching the morals of that person. Like, I don't know how to define the morals of the people. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's like super deep. So I'm just gonna go with 2 points for Kurt, just for the sake of, I don't really know if he's judging their morals correctly, because what if I'm not judging the morals correctly? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's just deep. Question 48. Is your cat able to stand on their back legs for longer than 30 seconds? That's another one we gotta test. So far we have 3 little mini tests, so bonus test coming up. Question 49. Does your cat have a favorite toy? Yes or no? Gary likes every toy, so I'm gonna say no, because his favorite toy is every toy. Kurt, he has his favorites. It might be multiple favorites, but it is a lot less narrowed down than Gary's. Question 50, does your cat ever lose its footing and fall off ledges? Sometimes, honestly, both of them. I've seen both of them fall off the counter before. Like, not like landing on their head or something, but they've accidentally slipped off. 51, does your cat ever attack its own tail? Kurt, never. Gary, always. Honestly, Kurt gets more points for not doing that, and Gary gets less. Question 52, does your cat drop food into its water bowl? Dude, yeah, both of them always do that, actually. Low IQ for them, that's 1 point each. They do that all the time. Question 53, does your cat ever make a mess of the area they eat in? Gary makes a huge mess. Gary plays with the water and will, like, food will be all around his bowl. So Gary's always, I will say Kurt sometimes, because sometimes there's a mess, but it's not very often. Like, Kurt can also be a clean eater, but Gary, he's freaking messy every time. Question 54, in which way does your cat communicate to you? Meowing, purring, tail posture, with paws, blinking, rubbing. Oh, 1 point for each. I was about to say, where's the question? Okay, let's go Kurt first. Kurt meows and purrs. He does paws, he does tail posture, he blinks, he rubs against me, he exposes his tummy, and he does do his, okay, so he does all these. Actually, I think they both do all these, so they both get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points. Oh man, that is a huge boost of points for both of them. 8 points apiece? Dang. Okay, question 55. Does your cat understand any commands? I'm gonna have to go with no. I can't be unfair. Like, I can twist it in some way, but I'm gonna have to go with no for both of them. 0, because I feel like commands is more like sit or something like that. Question 56, last question, other than the ones we have to test. Does your cat ever find themselves trapped in drawers or cupboards? Sometimes. Both of them have both gotten trapped in drawers because they'll walk in without us knowing, or cabinets, more realistically. Like, we'll open the cabinet and then later on we hear a meow, a distant meow, and we're just like, dude, how did you do this? Okay, so that's a speed run of all those questions. Look at there. So we have 3 last questions to answer that require mini test. So we'll do that, and dude, we're getting close. We're getting close to finding out their IQ. I mean, I've been filming this video for like 2 or 3 weeks. So this is really some in-depth research, and I'm excited to see whether Kurt or Gary have higher IQ, because I feel like it's pretty close. Like, there's been times where Kurt will go on a stretch of more points and then Gary will go on a stretch of more points. So we'll see. Seeing if our cats act differently when music is playing. I have no idea. Obviously, I've played music around them before, but I wasn't paying attention if they acted differently or not. So I'm about to just chill right here. We're gonna play some non-copyright music, obviously, because I have to. So it's not gonna be the most awesome jams in the world, but it's music, okay? So right now, I guess we need to observe. Gary's laying down with the dinosaur, and Kurt's chilling by a box. I guess if they start doing other stuff, then we'll observe that. This is what they're doing right now before the music plays. They're just having a nice little tussle. Maybe the music playing will make them stop tussling. Let's see. Well, they didn't act any differently. They were tussling when the music wasn't playing, and they were tussling when the music was playing. We're gonna see if Kurt and Gary maybe like start thinking about memories of when they were younger, when I play a sad song, to see if they get along. Right now they are chilling, so that's good. But let's see what happens when we play some sad music. Y'all ready, Kurt and Gary? Y'all ready, buddies? All right, here we go. Oh, wow. This is kind of emotional. They did not. Neither time. They just acted the exact same even when music was playing. Oh, Garringtons, you get 1 point. And Kurt, you get 1 point. This test, or it's the question, but it's like a mini test. And it's, is your cat able to walk on their back legs further than 1 foot? The options are never, sometimes, or always, but we're just gonna test it one time to see if it's never or always. I have no way to tell if it's sometimes. This is a foot. We're gonna put it here. And we're gonna get a treat and get them to hike up on their hind legs and see if they can walk a foot. Pretty simple. It's when we start walking. I gotta get them. Okay, come this way. Come this way. Keep walking. Come on, come this way. He's not trusting himself. Come here. You gotta walk, Kurt. Come this way. Keep walking. Oh, that was a little bit. Come on. Keep walking, keep walking. Maybe I need to do it more above his head. Okay, I guess Kurt's is no. But you stood well. I bet you could stand for a long time, but you can't walk, and that's okay. Let's go, okay. There we go. Let's walk, Gary, let's walk this way. Let's walk, gotta walk. Ah. Yeah, I think he can. Okay, come on.
Come on, Gary.
Let's walk. Let's keep walking. Keep walking. You gotta move your back feet.
Come on, Gary.
Oh, keep going.
I mean, he did a foot.
Let's try one more time. Come on. Keep walking this way. Ah, come on. There we go. Ah, you have it, buddy. You just gotta keep doing it. Come on. Come this way. Come this way. There we go. Keep walking this way. Keep walking this way. Keep walking.
What's he doing?
Keep walking, keep walking. Okay, we'll go into video review. So as we can see, he's kind of in front of the foot mark already. He walks right there, walks right there, and then ends. Like, I mean, he took 2 steps. Do you think that's a foot? You know, we can actually measure it. He started right in front of this black dot right here. So, right in front of this black dot is where he started, about right there. And then he ended, he took 2 steps. So he ended right here, right in front of that line, which is right here. So that's shorter than a foot. Is your cat able to stand on their back legs for longer than 30 seconds? Basically the exact same thing as the last time, except just standing. The thing is, we're gonna do 1 shot. As soon as they get up on their 2 legs, that's it. If they go right back down, they go right back down. And all right, let's start. You can't grab onto my hand, buddy. You can't grab onto my hand, that's cheating. Ah, he got 9 seconds. Start. That was 4 seconds. Okay, well, Kurt or Gary did not pass this one. 3 weeks later, we have the results. I actually haven't seen to see what category they're under yet, but I do know which cat is smarter. I guess take your guess. What do you think it was? You can comment it beforehand. But Kurt had an IQ score of 153 and Gary had an IQ score of 137. Now, that means Kurt is smarter. Kurt has a higher IQ, but Kurt is significantly older, so you would expect this. I have no idea what category they're in, so I don't know if they're both smart or if they're both not very smart. Let's see. A lovable airhead is between 49 and 80. So they're not a lovable airhead, that's the bottom tier. Not the sharpest kitty in the land is 81 to 130. So Gary almost got in that category. Gary was 7 points away from being not the sharpest kitty in the land. Wow. Okay, so here is where Kurt and Gary land. They are both in the 131 to the 180 tier. Kurt's more in the middle, Gary's more to the bottom of this tier, but it's the smarty pants. So Kurt and Gary are both smarty pants. It says, your cat is very intelligent and adaptable, They get along well with other cats and humans.
What?
Yeah, I don't know how accurate that part is. They respond quickly in new situations and enjoy a challenge. So they're smarty pants. In order to get a genius cat, it has to be 181 to 215. And it says, congratulations, you have a model kitty. They are highly intelligent, friendly, and the envy of all other cats. Wow, I'm kind of jealous. What the heck? How do you get a genius? I think Kurt and Gary are geniuses. Well, I think Kurt's a genius. Gary, he can be an airhead at times. So I feel like he's in the right category.
But man, I wonder if that should be the next challenge, trying to get them to be geniuses.
Also, some of these tests I didn't really agree with. Like the scores for higher points was like, if your cat goes into your neighbor's garden, they get higher IQ than if they don't. See, like ones like that, I don't agree with. That's just that's a weird way to score that to me. The average human IQ is 100. I looked it up. So Kurt and Gary blow that out of the water. I don't know if that is the same scale. I don't think it is. If Kurt or Gary would have been 100, that would have been in one of the low categories for this cat IQ test. So I do think it's a little different. Thank you guys for watching. This is a long one. If you watched all the way to right now, shout out you, like genuinely. Thank you. Make sure you like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.